connection with somebody is what life is all about. It really is. It's creating that emotional connection. And we had that on the first date.
How did you transition from business, essentially, relationship to would you like to go out sometime? Did you just do that? Did you just be like, I'm going to do this?
We created a connection just by, simple talk, talking at the fitness center, hello, how are you today? What are you up to? What's going on in your life? And just being interested in each other.
And you built on that.
And we built
on
that.
Showing interest from hello.
Absolutely.
How are you? Get to know their name.
Get to know their name. Get to know who they are, where they came from, what they're about, what their interests are, their likes, their dislikes, all the things that we know, right? But the biggest gap in these things is knowing them and doing them, on a consistent basis.
Yeah, I mean, we brought up a couple of the companies before that do that. Starbucks gets your name. They put it on your cup and they don't say number 45 like a lot of other companies do. They're like, order for Brian. Chick-fil-A is the same thing. People don't want to be 75 is up. People like that a little bit,
We all love to hear our name. We all love to be treated as a relationship and not a transaction.
Yeah.
And that's what life's about. We are built as human beings to have relationships.
Yeah. Learning, repeating, and remembering somebody's name is a hugely valuable skill. I'm one of the, we should all wear name tags so I don't have to do that. That takes the pressure off me. Remembering somebody's name, you repeat it back, hey, my name is David. Hey, David, and putting it in your head, it goes so far.
Yeah.
I mean, you shouldn't be out with somebody 4 times and you still don't know their name.
Have you ever had somebody? I do remember this, and I remember one time there was a girl I met out in my 20s out at the bar, right? And she gave me her number, but she didn't write the name on it.
Oh,
and I liked her, really liked her,
right?
And the next day I had the number and I couldn't remember her name and I couldn't call her.
Yeah.
I didn't feel comfortable. But hey, it's Frank. You remember her? I don't remember your name, but.
Yeah, I know. You got to get that because that's the thing too. They gave you the name and maybe it's a couple of drinks later and you simply forgot. It's hard to get it back.
Yeah.
Seinfeld built a whole episode around that. But yeah, I dated somebody for months and I did not know how to pronounce their last name because it never came up. I'd seen it in writing, but I'd never said it. She'd never said it. And then one day I kind of had to say it. She's like, what? That's not my name. And I'm like, that's not how you pronounce it? And I'm like, she was really mad. And I was like, well, I never heard it. She's like, you didn't ask? I didn't ask. That was 500th on the list of things I wanted to know about her. But to her, it was my name is my family and who I am. And there was a whole thing to it. Yeah, it was a real issue.
How did that go?
It fizzled out quickly after I mispronounced her very strangely spelled name. And then I made a joke about it. I'm like, really? You need to buy a vowel. And she did not care for that. So, the podcast is called The People Business. Where can people get in touch with you if they want more of your wisdom and skill set?
People can reach me at Frank at Serve, SERVE, Centric, CENTRIC.com. Serve Centric Coaching, I'm sorry. ServeCentricCoaching.com. Website is serve-centric.com. And then you can follow the People Business podcast on Apple iTunes and wherever you listen to your shows.
There we go.
All right.
This was good. Thanks. As far as us, as always, share, follow, and please review this podcast. Also review the People Business. Your reviews go a long, long way in the people business and most importantly in the podcast business. Shoot us an email, greatlovedebate@gmail.com if you've got a question, comment, thought, or a piece of advice on how you sort of broke through the ice or overcame your social awkwardness. Go to greatlovedebate.com for our live tour schedule. We've got upcoming shows live October 7th at the very fancy Boca Black Box Center for the Arts in Boca Raton, Florida. City Winery in Boston, Massachusetts, October 21st, something like. I'm a little rusty on my dates because we don't do as many shows this year as we normally do. Check it out, greatlovedebate.com, because as always, at the Great Love Debate, we never stop making love. See you next time.